A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Laura.
And oh my gosh, we are traveling today.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know where?
No. Where are we going? Korea?
No. We're going somewhere a little bit further away.
Okay.
Called Nepal.
Okay, that's very far away.
I know, but it's okay. I have a warm-up question for you. Maybe this will help you, understand where it is.
Okay.
What do you know about the Himalayas?
Oh, okay. Aren't they those huge mountains in Asia with Mount Everest, the tallest one, and people love them for their amazing nature and different cultures found there. So I think lots of adventurers go there for fun.
Yeah,
That's as
right.
much as I know.
A lot of people go there to try to climb Mount Everest because like you said, it's the tallest, I think it's the tallest mountain in the world, right? And a lot of very, very brave adventurers love to go there. But
I admire their courage.
I admire their courage too. I can't even imagine just going there. I think it's too dangerous for me. But Nepal is actually a very fun country to visit. Like, if you don't want to hike, it's okay because you can still visit other things. Yeah. Should I tell you more in the article?
Okay, you should.
Okay, let's take a look.
A trip to Nepal. Temples, food, and colorful New Year. Warm-up question. What do you know about the Himalayas?
Welcome to Nepal. It's near China and India and sits in the heart of the Himalayas. Religion plays a big role in this country, especially in temples and buildings. To learn more about Nepal's past, visit Kathmandu Durbar Square in the Kathmandu Valley. People also call it the Museum of Temples. You can find more than 50 temples there.
Okay, we're going to read a bit about Nepal. And if you don't know too much about this country, it's okay. I will tell you more. The article says, welcome to Nepal. It's near China and India and sits in the heart of the Himalayas.
So in the heart means right in the middle or at the center of something. So saying Nepal is in the heart of the Himalayas means it's right in the middle of those big mountains.
I know. It just sounds like a really difficult place to get to already. But this place is really special because in the article it says religion plays a big role in this country, especially in temples and buildings. Okay, so yeah, religion is basically what you believe in spiritually. Like you can believe in God, you could believe in Jesus, you could believe in Buddha, Allah, the universe, whatever that makes, your heart happy. It's what religion is.
Right, and play a big role means something's really important or has a strong influence. For example, I could say family plays a big role in my life, or healthy food plays a big role in staying fit.
Yeah.
So religion sounds like a major part of the life there, right? Especially in places like temples and buildings. Wow, it must be fascinating to see how these beliefs influence the culture and architecture of the country.
I know. So if you visit Nepal, you'll see a lot of religious things around, especially in the temples. And their temples, I think, also look quite special and different too, compared to maybe the temples we see in Taiwan or Japan.
Right. I think in Japan, especially in Kyoto, you'll find lots of temples, right? So it's kind of like similar to that idea, I guess.
Yeah.
But they look very different.
Yeah.
And yeah, these temples are important places where people go to pray and learn about history. So it's interesting to see how both Nepal and Japan have these special places that are a big part of their cultures.
Yeah. Here in the article it says, to learn more about Nepal's past, visit Kathmandu Durbar Square in the Kathmandu Valley. I love saying this word actually,
it's so
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu Durbar Square is an old place in Nepal with ancient palaces, temples, and statues. So I think it's like a history book showing how Nepal was like a long time ago, right?
You know what? It also reminds me, do you remember the movie Tomb Raider?
Oh, yeah.
Every time when I hear Kathmandu or Nepal, I think of like Tomb Raider and like how Lara Croft is like exploring the temples. So if you know, if you know her, you can kind
game,
of, yeah, I know.
Right?
Do they play the game?
There's a game.
Kids play this now? I don't know, but
they don't play now. It used to be a game.
It used to be a game. It's super cool, but like if you watch Tomb Raider, it just kind of reminds me of that scene. So Nepal, it reminds me of that. But we can read a little bit more here. It says people also call it the Museum of Temples. You can find more than 50 temples there. And just from that alone, you see how important religion is. I wonder what makes each temple different or special in that area.
Actually, I'm thinking with over 50 temples there, I bet visiting all of them in a day would be quite an adventure. I wonder if anyone has tried to see them all in just one day. 50,
oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Temples.
That's a big tour.
One of them is the Kasta Mandap Temple. It's a pagoda-style temple with 3 stories. People built it in 12 AD, and it's the oldest temple in this area. When you're hungry, you can try dal bhat. It's a traditional dish with beans, rice, and other side dishes. Remember, enjoy eating it with your right hand.
So there's a lot of temples to see, like 50 of them or more. And here is in the article a special one. It says one of them is Kasta Mandap Temple.
You're so good at reading these.
I hope I read it right. But anyways, it says it's a pagoda-style temple with 3 stories. Okay, so pagoda is like the ones like the buildings look like this. Yeah.
宝塔式的, right? A pagoda style is like a building that has multiple levels or stories, often with roofs that have upward curving edges, right? Stacked on top of each other. It looks a bit like several roofs piled on top of one another to me. Okay, and story here is not like a fairy tale story, that kind of story. 不是故事. Story here in this context refers to the levels, so the floors and a building, 楼层. For example, the shopping mall is huge with 4 stories offering various shops and restaurants on each level.
That's right. You can even use stories to describe your apartment building as well. Like your apartment building is a 5-story building.
Wow,
that means it has 5 floors.
Oh my gosh.
But I live on just one. I don't own the whole thing, but
that's right.
For example, you could say like that. Okay. Let's continue reading. It says people built it in 12 AD.
Wow.
That's so long ago. And it's the oldest temple in this area. Wow. So think about it. This temple is like more than 2,000 years old. That's super cool, actually. You know, I think I would love to go. What about you?
Yeah, I would too. That's incredibly ancient. So visiting such a historically rich place would be fascinating. I'm totally on board. Exploring a temple that old sounds like an amazing experience.
I know. And can you imagine like people just 2,000 years ago built this and like...
Are they aliens?
Yeah, and they made it so like tall and high.
How do they do it?
It's super interesting.
Right.
Every time when I see things like
the
that,
pyramids too.
It baffles me.
Right.
Yeah. And then we could, instead of, you know, visiting temples, of course, you know, walking around, visiting all these temples, you're sure to get hungry. So
I'm hungry right now.
I know. It says when you're hungry, you can try dal bhat.
Dal bhat.
Yeah. Have you heard of this before?
No.
Me
okay.
too.
But speaking of hungry, I am hungry myself right now.
Okay.
And there are actually other phrases to express how hungry you are, like I'm starving or I'm famished or I'm so hungry that I could eat a horse.
I love
In
that
Chinese,
one.
it's like 吃到一头牛 it's the cow instead. It's interesting. Or I need to grab a bite to eat. I'm super hungry. So what's a dalbat? I don't even know if I'm saying this right.
Okay, I think it's dalbat, but here in the article explains that it's a traditional dish with beans, rice, and other side dishes. So it's kind of like,
yummy.
You know, you have like your rice and like beans and other
those.
I love stuff like that because every time when I travel, I love traveling. I love trying all the local food of the country. So I wouldn't mind doing that.
We're great travel buddies.
I know.
Right. So exploring local food is such a treat, right? Trying different cuisines is like taking a bite out of a country's culture.
That's right.
Gosh.
And I've never had Nepalese food. I know, but I would love to try it. Now, when you're eating in Nepal, here's one thing that the article mentions. It says, remember, enjoy eating it with your right hand. Because, you know, in some religions, okay that's right. In some religions or like in some places, it's actually kind of dirty or disrespectful to eat with the left hand because they believe that you usually do your cleansing of the
擦屁屁, right?
Wiping your butt with your left hand. So if you eat with your left hand, it's kind of unclean or disrespectful. It's not a very respectful thing to do. I think in other countries, it's different. Like I think maybe in India, it's the opposite.
The other way around?
So you have to be careful when you travel. Like, just make sure to read online.
Google.
Which hand you should eat with. But in Nepal, eat with the right hand.
But I'm just wondering, for left-handed people, maybe it can present a unique challenge because using the right hand for eating might feel a little awkward for the left-handed people.
That's true. But or maybe
go to India instead.
Or maybe it's okay to ask for a spoon or something because I think if you're travelers or if you're foreigners, I think most of the time people are very understanding. Like at least you tried, you know, and if you really have difficulties, I think it's okay to ask for it. People won't be like, oh my God, rude, get out of here. At least you tried.
Okay, well for now it's my solo teaching. Solo. OK， 今天学到超多的知识啊，还有有关这个尼泊尔的历史。那当然我们要来学一些单字，对不对？单字刚刚有特别提到这个字，就是 especially， 尤其特别是什么什么是个副词。For example, I especially love this season because I can go for picnics in the countryside with my family. OK， 意思就是说我特别喜欢这个季节因为我可以跟家人一起去郊外啊、野餐啊，对不对？还有单字例句提到的是 The room is very hot, especially in summer. 哇，这间房间非常的热，尤其是夏天的时候。那再来，我们刚刚是有提到说，哇，他们有很多的 temples。Temple 是个名词，就是寺庙或者是寺院。For example, there's a beautiful temple near our house. I feel peaceful and calm every time I pass by. 我家附近有一座美丽的寺庙，每次经过都感到非常平静和祥和。看一下单词例句怎么用哦。My family went to the temple yesterday to pray to 妈祖。我们家昨天去庙里祭拜妈祖。刚刚有特别提醒大家 story 在这里不是指故事，是指楼层哦，它是一个名词。For example, my house has 2 stories. The bedrooms are upstairs and downstairs is the living room and kitchen. 我家的房子有2层楼哦，楼上是卧室，楼下是客厅和厨房。看一下单字例句又是怎么用的呢？My room is on the 2nd story of our house, so I need to climb up the stairs every day. 可以运动哦，我房间在我家的2楼，所以我每天都需要爬楼梯上去。再来就是真的 Laura 现在的心情，我真的超饿的 hungry 这是一个形容词，就是饥饿的。I'm always hungry after school. I go to the kitchen to find some snacks to eat. 这很像回到我童年的时刻哦，在高中的时候，我放学后都很饿，所以就会去厨房找一些点心吃。你们也会这样吗？单字例句提到的是 Are you hungry? Do you want to have some cookies? 你会饿吗？你想要吃点饼干吗 OK， 那刚刚有提到 play a 什么什么 role， 就是扮演什么什么的角色。OK， 那比方像是你可以在一个话剧里面扮演一个角色。She played the role of a brave female hero in the play。她在舞台剧中扮演了一个勇敢的女英雄的角色，或者在电影里面我们也有看到这样子 He played a funny and humorous supporting role in the movie 他在电影当中扮演了一个有趣又幽默的配角啦。那再来我们刚刚是不是这越讲越饿，我们有提到 side dish 是什么呢？就是主菜以外的小菜或是配菜，它是个名词。For example, the side dishes for the fish main course at this restaurant are refreshing cucumber salad and crispy fries. 我快饿死了，这些餐厅的鱼主菜搭配的小菜是清爽的，哇，小黄瓜沙拉和炸薯条，等不及了，我跟 Tiffany 老师待会要去吃东西，所以现在我们赶快进行 review time 吧。
Review time.
All right, it's our review time. And today we're going to fill in the blanks.
Ooh, 填空。
Okay. Did you guys pay attention to what Lala said?
Oh my gosh, did you?
Okay, you better, okay?
If not, you're gonna lose in this game.
Okay, I'll start off with an easy one to help you guys out, okay? I did not eat all day, so I'm very blank.
Hungry, I want to say.
I'm saying this is like, I'm sure this is what Lala's feeling right now. Okay, Lala is blank pretty because she has a good heart.
Especially, oh my gosh. I'm gonna cry.
I know, I love making sentences like this.
Right.
Okay,
What else?
Let's do this one. The shopping mall is 15 blanks high.
Story?
Yes. Okay, remember this story is not the storybook one, okay? So that's why we use 15 stories.
Oh.
Okay, and the last one. I went to the blank to pray for good luck and fortune.
Oh, okay. I think you gotta do that for Lunar New Year as well.
Yes.
Tempo.
That's right. Okay, did you guys get all the words correct?
I tried to actually give you some time to think.
I know.
I didn't jump in too fast.
Or else you would lose again. And we don't have Earl again. Oh, what happened to Earl?
I miss Earl.
I know. Anyways, well, you know, there's still so much to learn about Nepal.
Right.
We still have a day 2 to look at, so don't forget to stay tuned to the show.
That's right.
And then we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Magic Box.
各位同学大家好，马上又到了星座运势的时间咯。今天就让我星座权威唐启阳来为您分析本周有哪些应该注意的咯。感情方面的话呢，双鱼座的朋友要特别注意咯。有时候呢，最爱你的人伤你最深，这个伤害呢可能来自他无心的一句话，无心的一个举动哦。所以建议感性的双鱼座的朋友呢，本周要注意尽量不要和伴侣争执，试着保持冷静的沟通哦。Try to stay calm when you are angry. 刚刚的句子里面呢，出现了中英文都很常用到的说法哦。当怎么样，当发生什么事情哦，这个真的就让我想到了动力火车呢为《还珠格格》献唱的主题曲哦。糟糕，不小心透露了年纪哦。但是呢，大家呢应该都没有听过吧？总之呢，英文里面呢，我们可以使用连接词 when，OK， 连接词 when 就用来表示呢当什么什么的时候，它呢可以用来连接两个字、两个片语，甚至是呢两个完整的子句。注意到呢 when 前后所连接的东西是相对应的咯。例如呢开头所说的建议 Try to stay calm when you are angry. Try to stay calm when you are angry. OK， 前面呢 try to stay calm 是一个子句， when 后面 you are angry 也是一个子句。OK， 当你生气的时候呢，试着保持冷静。了解这一点之后呢，我们来看看 when 在句子里面的位置咯。作为连接词呢，它呢除了放在句首之外，它呢也可以放在句中，两边都可以来使用。像是呢，我很常开直播的时候，我很喜欢看大家留言。When I'm doing live streaming, I like to read my audience comments. When I am doing live streaming, I like to read my audience comments. OK， 我们呢可以把 when 放在中间，也可以呢像我们刚刚使用的，把 when 放在开头，放在句首咯。注意到呢，我们的两个子句呢中间加上一个逗号了 ，when 的子句加上逗号，后面呢再接上另外一个句子。好的，最后呢，帮大家整理一下 when 的句型咯。我们呢用一个完整的子句加上 when， 再加上另外一个子句，表示呢这两件事情同时发生了。当然呢，我们也可以把 when 移到句子的最前面。不过呢，这个时候呢，我们要记得在句子中间加上逗号咯。这样大家都懂了吗？我们下次再见咯。